Minnesota man is showing that it's never too late to make amends. 7 decades ago, at the height of World War II, his grandfather did something he would live to regret. Though the grandfather is no longer alive, the grandson is honoring his memory with an act of kindness. Here's Boyd Huppert with tonight's Land of 10,000 Stories.
Like the flag that flutters in front of his home.
This is the machete he brought back with him.
Doug Rochek came upon his patriotism quietly.
I played with a lot of these as a kid.
Doug's grandfather left him with several souvenirs
That's the sewing kit.
he'd carried during the Second World War.
So that's him in the 1940s.
But Al Frank was silent when it came to the fighting.
He never talked about the combat directly. So I don't really know what he saw, but he certainly didn't want to talk about it.
Doug's grandpa served in the Philippines, where he stopped one day at the body of a dead Japanese soldier, and like many Americans fighting in the Pacific,
So this is the flag.
took from that soldier a battlefield trophy.
He gave this to me, yeah, again, when I was pretty young.
The soldier's Japanese flag was covered in writing with 2 holes. Doug was told they came from shrapnel or a bullet that penetrated the flag's folded corner. But even when pushed, his grandpa offered little else.
He would never really give specifics.
Quiet as he was on such topics, something changed a few years before his death, when Doug's grandpa saw in the newspaper this article about a similar flag returned to a Japanese soldier's family.
I get the feeling that he felt bad having it, knowing what it was, after he read that article from the Star Tribune.
Military fortune, lasting longer or forever.
What the flag was, according to U of M history professor Hiromi Mizuno, was a good luck charm carried by Japanese soldiers.
Sacrifice yourself to serve the nation.
Some of the characters, militaristic slogans,
Loyal to the emperor.
but others are deeply personal, including the soldier's name
Chiba Sadao.
and the names of family, friends, and neighbors offering good wishes around the Japanese red sun.
So the Japanese government has been very wanting to get these flags back.
That effort has a foe in online auction sites where the flags are routinely sold as collector's items for a couple $100. But the internet is also a friend.
This is how I found them.
Japan's Association of Peace and War Mourning helped Doug locate the family of the soldier who carried this flag,
They wrote a very gracious letter back.
while a co-worker at Medtronic translated, connecting grandson to grandson.
My mother was born after her father left to join the military, so she never met him in person. The only thing that is left of him is a photograph. When she heard that the flag that belonged to him was found, she cried with joy.
As Doug prepares to return the flag to Japan, he believes his grandfather would be pleased.
These are all different medals for serving.
Doug will proudly keep the other symbols of his grandpa's service,
Here's his Bronze Star. Fold it up the way it came.
but this one he'll be proud to be without.
It's been a part of our family history for almost 70 years now, but it's not ours. It doesn't belong to us.
Boyd Huppert, KARE 11 News, Blaine.
And we are happy to report that just yesterday, Doug's Japan-based co-worker delivered that flag to the soldier's daughter, Kiyako Goto. That's her on the right, holding the flag that belonged to the father she never met. We do want to thank Doug's friend, Michael Kolstad, for letting us know about the flag. And if you have story suggestions for Boyd, you'll find a place to leave them in the Land of 10,000 Stories page at KARE11.com. Powerful story tonight.
Absolutely.
They always are.
Yeah. Talk about powerful storms maybe coming through.
Yeah,
or-
non-severe storms, but certainly